Alright guys, so Jailbreak has been around for 5 whole years now, and since it's really close to the end of 2022, I'm going to tell you guys the top 8 worst updates within the last 5 years of Jailbreak. Anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into this. So coming in first place here, we have the Visitors and Ships update. This update literally added nothing except for a useless ship in the middle of the Jailbreak lake and a few lazy revamps. These revamps were so small, I don't think we should even consider them as revamps. All they did was change a few colors in the museum and remove a few parts from the police station. Overall, this update was very lazy, making it probably one of the worst Jailbreak updates ever. In second place, we have the tow trucks update. The tow truck update seems like it was really just rushed and not really cared for too much, and all this update added was the minimap system, a new waypoint system, new horns, and obviously the tow truck. The new minimap system seemed really rushed here because it didn't work with robberies like it does now, which already removes a lot of the reason for it existing, and it also didn't really have a reason to exist in the first place because the new and bigger map yet wasn't even there to make it useful. And with the tow truck, that was literally just quickly added for trolls and as an item to quickly fill a spot in the update. Horns seemed like they were also quickly added and rushed, and they only added 6 horns and they were all really just kind of annoying. Even at the time of making this video, we still only have 9 horns, so just like first place, this was a very small and lazy, just rushed update. Coming in third place, we have the rocket fuel update. Now I know this added rocket fuel, and obviously rocket fuel's helpful, and that's true. But when this update came out, people couldn't get the rocket fuel without pulling out their wallet. Rocket fuel was given to VIP Game Pass owners daily, but people who didn't own the VIP Game Pass just didn't get any rocket fuel at all. And with that information, you could probably see where I'm going here. All this update added was rocket fuel, but the rocket fuel costed Robux, and that means people without Robux got literally nothing from this update except for some broken and just completely useless binoculars. And with all that, that's why this update wasn't actually one of the best like you think, but actually why it's probably one of the worst. Now in fourth place, we have the daily missions update. All this update added was daily missions and some overrated fidget spinner rims. Daily missions were given way too much hype in my opinion, as all they did was give you some cash after doing some just really stupid tasks. While I do agree that this was a good idea, Badimo didn't really execute it properly. They did a much better job at this in the modern system of seasons, where they made it so that doing these missions would grant you XP and then rewards once you do enough of these missions. Yeah, this update was on the right tracks at first, but it just ended up on this list from Badimo's poor execution. In fifth place here, we have the fire update. All we got from this was a new troll vehicle, the fire truck, annoying fires, and the once really good Uzi. The fire truck was cool at first, but all it's used now is for trolling and pushing people around. All the fires added was lag and lots of robbery pain, and then all the Uzi did was be a good weapon for a few years and then just get nerfed like crazy to the point where no one uses it. Honestly, this was a really good update at first, but over the years it just ended up being a really annoying and just useless update. Coming in sixth place here, we have the 2017 winter update, and I know what you're thinking, Super, this update was huge and you've gone mad. Well, yes, it was a huge update, but this huge update was a really broken one. The train was barely robbable, and you can barely ever get on it. The McLaren was a $300,000 supercar that only now got the speed that it deserved. It took them 5 whole years to finally buff this vehicle, and just with all of that, the only good stuff we got out of this update that we still have in the game is the Volt Bike, the ATV, and the snow weather, because the snow weather comes back every winter. But just think of that. We waited 2 months in 2017 for a half-broken update. That's literally the main reason modern Jailbreak does so much better with updates. They have gotten rid of all the bad things and learned what to do in order for an update to be good. And the thing is, everything from this update has been removed or just completely revamped. Literally nothing from the 2017 winter update survived to modern day Jailbreak. In 7th place, we have the 2 billion visits update. Now, before you start complaining again, yes, this update was cool. A new city, the first Roblox live event. It was a pretty cool update for the time. But I'm talking about what it added, and what this update added isn't really much. It added a new city, the ambulance, and some other things. And you must keep in mind, this update was hyped up quite a bit, but even with that hype, it literally added just nothing. The whole update was literally just focused around the city, and the city isn't gonna change the game or add any new features. It's just gonna change a little and just continue standing in the same spot as before. And that's the main reason this update is on this list. It barely added anything, and it was given just way too much hype for what it added. Finally, in 8th place, we have the Wings update. This update obviously added spoilers and more cosmetic items. You might be wondering, what's wrong with this update? It seems like a pretty good one. Well, yeah, it added spoilers, and spoilers are a pretty big part of the game now. But we aren't talking about that. We're talking about what the update actually added, and it added spoilers. Nothing else, just spoilers. This update was the update for the entirety of July in 2018, and all it added was spoilers. It's basically just like the Season 4 update. The update looked cool at first, but just ended up being all cosmetic. And as I mentioned before, cosmetic things don't change the game, add any new features, and none of that. It just changes the look of something, and in this case, it changed the look of your car. Nothing else, no speed increase, no special perks, just cosmetic additions. And that's the main reason this update is on this list. It's a purely cosmetic update, didn't change anything about the game, and it was a monthly update too, so it's even worse. And yet, that's the top 8 worst updates that Jailbreak has had within the last 5 years. Now that Jailbreak is close to 6 whole years on Roblox, I hope that they continue the good updates and continue growing the Jailbreak community like they have been. If you'd like me to make a video on the top 8 best updates, make sure to let me know down below in the comments. But for now, hopefully you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.